Hello and welcome back to Get Up and Game. My name is Josh. In this video, I'm going to be continuing my Next Evolution campaign playthrough. We're playing the third scenario, Juggernaut. We've managed to get through the first two relatively unscathed, I would say. Drax has been doing very well in protection. We've tried a couple different strategies. Last time it was supposed to be a perfect defense strategy. That didn't really work out in that we never really did the perfect defense thing, but we did get the win, so that's what's important. Now, against Juggernaut, I've jettisoned the idea that I'm going to be able to perfectly defend. Pretty sure he's going to be attacking for more than I can defend pretty regularly, so we're not going to go that route, though we are still playing in protection. So let's go ahead and get the scenario set up. We'll read the story, and then we will take a look at the deck and get the game started. So the story for this one goes... After freeing Hope from the Marauders, she helps you interrogate her captor to discover the location where they were to deliver her, the state home for foundlings in Omaha, Nebraska. You try to convince Hope to return to the X-Mansion while you check out the location, but she insists she is going to Omaha with or without you. You have no choice but to bring her with you in order to ensure her safety. You'll travel to Omaha with Hope at your side to discover the state home for foundlings is a rundown, seemingly abandoned orphanage. You are just about to enter the orphanage when the doors explode outward, sending you flying. When the dust clears, you see the doorway guarded by a hulking man in a red helmet, the Juggernaut. So we're going to be playing Scenario 3, the Unstoppable Juggernaut. It tells us to have, this is a little bit more standard. We have the 1 and 2 versions of Juggernaut. We do have the Hope Summers modular. So we're going to have Hope on our team. She's essentially a free ally whose stats are the same as yours, which is really cool. So we should be able to get her up to a 5 attack. That's going to be very helpful. Though when you use the Hope modular encounter set, you also have a side scheme called Captive Hope that gets shuffled into the deck that could potentially cause her some trouble, though it's really not that big of a deal. It's not great, but it's not that bad. And the cool thing about this, and something I'm really excited to explore, is this is a modular encounter set that you can choose to use in any scenario with any hero. So if you're having a hard time with a particularly difficult villain, or you just really want to have some extra help, you can grab Hope, and then you just have this free ally that's going to play alongside you. Now, if you lose Hope, then you're going to lose the game. So it's not without risk, but she doesn't take consequential damage. So she is essentially another free hero on the table, though, again, if she dies, you lose, so you gotta be careful with her. But we do have her, and then we do have the Black Tom Cassidy modular encounter set shuffled in. The setup tells us to attach Juggernaut's helmet to Juggernaut, so this is kind of the big deal with Juggernaut. When he has his helmet, he has Stalwart and his attack scheme Overkill, so jump blocking will not be helpful. You can spend 3 resources of the same type, which isn't always easy, to remove his momentum counters and flip this over, and then he becomes vulnerable to stun and confuse, and he takes extra damage from cards with a printed mental resource, though most of my damage is going to be coming from Drax punching, though Hope does have the mental resource, so if we do manage to flip the helmet, and we are going to try for sure, then she'll be doing a little bit extra damage to him. But if he gets to scheme, and there's a lot of effects in the encounter deck as well, that will flip the helmet right back over. So you're spent a lot of work trying to flip this thing, and then the scenario could just flip it right back. But it's still probably worth it to try to keep that flipped whenever possible, because when he has momentum counters, he gets +1 attack. So he starts out with only 2 attack, but he gets +1 for each momentum counter, and then he's going to start with a momentum counter and a tough. So he's already attacking for 3, and he's about to get some more free momentum counters with the campaign setup. And he has 18 health, which is quite a bit for a stage 1 on standard villain. So 18 health. And so that is all of the regular scenario setup. So let's go to the campaign setup. It says gather each campaign environment marked as earned. Put those environments into play. So we have the mission prepped environment that we have earned, which is going to let us get a free upgrade, and we have the prepared defenses upgrade that gives us +1 defense and retaliate 1. I have really enjoyed having that retaliate throughout the campaign so far. It's been a lot of fun. Sort of encouraged me to play Drax a little bit differently than I normally do. Having a good time with that. And so we get those, but that means we also get the Scrambler and Under Pressure cards are going to get shuffled into the encounter deck because we have these cool cards. We have those bad cards too. Now we place 1 momentum counter on Juggernaut for each campaign environment in play. There are 2, so he's already getting 2 more momentum counters, plus he started with 1. So he is actually attacking for 5 to start the game. So I'm pretty sure my first action is going to be to try to remove the helmet, remove those momentum counters. And then, this is really bad, we shuffle Black Tom Cassidy and 1 per player Creeping Willow together. Deal 1 of these to each player as a face-down encounter card. So we're going to start the game with either Black Tom Cassidy or a Creeping Willow. And I'll show them to you here in a second, but they're not great. There we go. So we're going to shuffle these together. We're going to get 1. So we're either going to get a 1 scheme, 1 attack villain with Villainous with 6 health. And he's going to bring a Creeping Willow into play with him, and then he can't take damage till we kill it. Or we're going to get a Creeping Willow with Guard and Quick Strike, and after it attacks and damages a character, it stuns that character. And there's 4 of these in the deck, and they have a boost that stuns you. So these are just awful. So we're either going to get basically just this or 2 of them, because if Black Tom comes in, we are going to get the Creeping Willow anyway. So I'm just going to shuffle the heck out of these, so I definitely have no idea which is which. At this point, I have definitely lost track. So I'm just trying to be very careful not to cheat. I would love to get the Creeping Willow and not Black Tom. And that's which one we'll say it is now. Does this one just get shuffled into the encounter deck? Okay, so we're going to flip this over and put it face down so I don't see it. And then the players as a group choose 1 player side scheme that has not been chosen. So this time we're choosing the Assemble the Team side scheme because Manus keeps having a bad habit of not showing up until later in the game. So this scheme does not count against player side scheme limit. When defeated, flip this card. This is going to let us go get an ally and put it into play for free. We definitely want that so we can basically start the game with Manus in play. It's going to give us a lot more comfort, though. That means we have to shuffle Malice in, and if this one comes out and you defeat it, it's basically going to steal your best ally. So not good. So now I'm going to shuffle this, making sure I didn't see what card was on the bottom. So I don't know if I have Black Tom or Creeping Willow. Really hope it's not Black Tom. Especially since I'm going to have to spend half my hand just trying to remove the helmet. It's not going to leave me a lot of room for setup. Though it's really clever, I guess, with the campaign, because I'm just now thinking about this. I'm going to spend 3 cards, if I can, to get rid of the helmet, or 3 resources. If I get lucky and get a double, great. That doesn't leave me much to set up with, but I have these that are going to let me start with some free things in play, so it kind of makes up for it. And we have Hope, which is a cool bonus, but we also have a terrible card to start with, so it really kind of evens out. That's pretty cool. This is so well done. Loving this campaign. So I think we're going to call that shuffled. Keep that off camera. Just leave myself some space. And so we did that, and everything's shuffled in, and we're not playing expert campaigns. So I think that's everything. Now, what I did for the Drax deck this time is I changed it up again, a little bit different protection. Friend of the channel and community member Daniel Craig, and maybe it's that Daniel Craig, I don't know that it's not, suggested in the comments of the poll that we try the Deflection Digging Deep combo, which I don't think I've ever used Deflection ever. But this is an event that says when an identity would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent up to 5 of that damage, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the amount prevented this way. Now, it's kind of an expensive card. It costs 2. It's not a defense, so it doesn't trigger cool defense stuff, but this can prevent up to 5 damage, which is a lot. And if we do discard any Digging Deeps, which is a resource card that says after it's discarded from the top of your deck, you get to add it to your hand, then we get, a free card for the next turn. So I definitely am curious to try that. So, and Juggernaut's going to be hitting us really hard. So on the turns that we do have a deflection in our hand, I probably won't block. I'll just take the damage and then use deflection to prevent hopefully all of it, but at least a lot of it. And then if we happen to find any Digging Deeps, then cool, that'll be fun. And to play along with that, now I have 3 deflections and 3 Digging Deeps in here. Most of the deck is the same that it has been, a lot of the similar cards. I removed the perfect defense stuff, no inflammables, no hard to ignores, because that's just not going to happen, though I probably still will be defending a lot, just trying to reduce the amount of damage we're taking from Juggernaut, and then we'll hit back when we can, especially having a 5 attack Hope Summers, hopefully. She's going to do a lot of the damage for us. But to go along with the deflection strategy, we still have, probably past it, we have Gamora, who's going to flip cards off the top of our deck. That could potentially turn up some Digging Deeps for free resources, and we still have the Booster Boots, which could also. So, should be fun. I don't know, this could be maybe a little bit more of a gimmicky strategy, and maybe Juggernaut's too hard of a villain to try this against. I have not practiced it, but, you know, maybe it's an awesome strategy. So, I mean, with these cards, you can think about it all you want, but you have to actually play with them until you know for sure how well it's going to work. And something like this, the Digging Deep thing, it's pretty random. You know, you could just end up drawing them into your hand, which is really not what you want. But some games, it could go super well, and one deflection could lead to 3 Digging Deeps. It's just, I feel like this one's always going to be a bit of a gimmicky strategy, but I think it's also going to be really cool and fun. And it may surprise us. We will see. So either way, I'm excited to give it a go, and I think this is a good place to try it, because deflection can prevent a lot of damage, though it is going to cost Drax most of his hand. So I think we're ready to get started. Juggernaut's got 18, Drax has 14. That's on there. We can flip this over. So the way the main scheme works, we don't actually ever lose to scheme, but if this does get up to 7, then Juggernaut has a whole laundry list of things that he does that will likely lead to your death. So you definitely don't want that to pop, but as I keep saying, Drax is not super good at that, and we really want to clear this, so this is where our first 4 threat removal is probably going to go, though we will make sure to do our best to keep this from popping, because then Juggernaut gets to attack for free and you get stronger. It's just bad. So everything's shuffled. I think we're ready to get started. I've won the first 2 scenarios on the first try. I don't know how confident I am that we're going to win this one the first try. This one's decently tough, even on standard. So we're starting off with an Indomitable, and we don't get the cool thing of we saved 2 more locks, so we get to pick 2 free cards. That was a really fun bonus in the last one. I guess the main thing we're looking for right now is just how can we get rid of the helmet? And that is already a potentially good way to get rid of the helmet. 4, 5, and 6. Now we are going to be able to go get Dweethite Mastery for free. So we don't have to worry about trying to mulligan into that, though if we had happened to have gotten that, I just would have gotten Drax's Knife instead. It's nice the way these work, that you actually get to choose when to trigger it. So you get to see your hand, and you know, this works for everybody at the table, so everybody can sort of decide when the right time to pop that is. Okay, we definitely don't need Hard Knocks. We are going to be defending a lot, so I like the idea of Electrostatic Armor. I really like the idea of Gamora. Man, if I wasn't planning on spending this on, well, actually, maybe, Okay, we're definitely going to use that for the helmet, and then it's just a matter of, would I rather have Electrostatic Armor or Indomitable? I think this early in the game, I'd rather have Electrostatic Armor, though I am going to have Dweethite Mastery in place, so being ready to attack frequently does sound pretty good. And we already have 1 Retaliate, so let's say that's for the helmet. And then we could just play Gamora with these 3 and just really start going in on damage and, you know, drawing cards and maybe getting some Digging Deeps. Sure, let's just try that. So this is how we're just not gonna mulligan anything. And so we are going to start by, we'll just go ahead and do the mission prep thing immediately. Go get a upgrade that costs 2 or less. Endurance is actually halfway tempting. Unshakable, I also put in the deck. I forgot to mention that will give Drax steady, because there's actually quite a bit of stun in this encounter set, and there is a Night Nurse in here too, but I don't know, you know, between the 2 of them, hopefully I get one of them on the table to stop some of the stun from happening. So there's the Dweethite Mastery. I'm going to put that into play for free. So now when I do a basic attack, I get to draw a card. All right. So that doesn't do anything anymore. We'll cover that up. We've got Dweethite out. Flip into hero form. let's go. So, spend 3 resources of the same type, remove each momentum counter from Juggernaut, and flip this card. Yep. So we're going to spend these 3 to flip this. And it's been, does it say to, after, I guess, somewhere it tells us that he loses the momentum counters. Where is that? That doesn't say that. Oh, it says remove. Okay. I knew that's how it worked. I just wanted to figure out exactly how we knew that. So yeah, so his momentum counters are gone. So we reduced him to 2 attack. Now he's vulnerable to stun and confuse. I didn't put any in the deck. I suppose I could have, but those cards tend to be expensive. Drax doesn't have any natural access to that, so I just decided the important thing was to keep Juggernaut's attack as low as possible, because we're still playing Drax. We still want to take attacks. I just don't really want to take 5 plus a boost attacks. So there's that. So now what we can do is we can attack with Drax to deal 1 damage, take the tough. That's going to let us draw a card with Dweethit. It's payback. That's not good right now. But what we can do is if we hold on to, I'd like to get Indomitable on the table, I think. So, because if we bring Gamora out and she attacks, or thwarts, I guess, we're going to be able to flip cards until we get an event, and then you know, we'll be able to play Indomitable if we want to. So I think that's what we're going to do. So yeah, we're going to pay these 3 to bring in Gamora. And I think I am going to thwart with her and Hope. Let's just try to get this down. Then next turn they can remove it. Or yeah, I think that's good. We probably want to thwart this too, but I really just want to get Manus out as quickly as possible. So we're going to use we're just going to use the 2 of them. Well, I'll use Gamora first because she's going to remove 1, and then we're going to flip cards until we get an event. Well, there we go. I was really hoping to get the Digging Deep, but that didn't work out. And Hope is also going to thwart for 1. So this is down to 2. Now I have these in my hand, so I'll just use the Intimidation to get an Indomitable on the table, so when I exhaust to defend, I can still stand back up, so I can be attacking with my Dweethit. Or I can be defending again, potentially, because of this Creeping Willow. This is, either way, I'm going to get attacked by a Creeping Willow. And potentially I could just exhaust Drax to defend that too. But I guess we'll see when we get there. So I think that's it. Ready, ready, ready. Draw, Fight Me Coward, that's terrifying. A Genius, a Booster Boots, okay, cool, cool, cool. And, well, you know what, there's Manus. And there's money to pay for. So, well, we have other allies that we'll be able to go get with the assembled team, so that's fine. So, Unstoppable Juggernaut goes up to 2. Now, he is attacking for 2, no momentum counters. I'm at 14. Normally, a villain attacking for 2, I would probably just take it. So I guess I don't need to defend. We can just save the Indomitable for later, or defend whatever this is and then ready. Yeah, because this is going to stun me. And this isn't. So I'm going to take this first attack from Juggernaut. So it's for 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. 3 boost. Okay. Down to 9. That was awful. And then I do have Retaliate, so down to 17. And nothing fancy else happens. So we have 2 encounter cards. And there's not going to be anything I can do. So what did we get? Ah, we did end up with Black Tom. Okay. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard power for 1 copy of Creeping Willow and put it in play engaged with you. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, there's one right on the bottom. So that has Quick Strike. It does only attack for 1. So if you had like an energy barrier or something, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. But I don't. I did take those out to make room for the new cards. So now this is coming in, Quick Strike, and if he attacks and damages a character, stun that character. So I guess I could defend with Drax and then ready him. which is fine because that's what I was planning on doing anyway. So Drax will defend. I take no damage. I'm not stunned. We'll discard Indomitable to ready. And he takes 1 retaliate. And I think that's everything, right? He doesn't actually activate. He did all. Okay. And our second card is, oh boy, what's this do? A Sidorax Exemplar. Is that expert mode? Okay, we're not playing expert mode. When revealed, if Juggernaut Exposed is in play, it is flip it and place 1 momentum counter on Juggernaut. Otherwise, place threat on the main scheme equal to Juggernaut's attack. Okay, so it's bad either way. I guess that would have been worse. He would have gotten 5 threat if I hadn't done what I did on the first turn. My goodness, 5 threat. These are swingy cards. But all our hard work immediately gets erased, and he gets a momentum counter, so he's back up to 3. Though that is less scary than 5, so it might not be as much of a priority to remove it again. I don't know. Okay, so, well, we definitely want Mantis on the board. We definitely need to kill, oh, Drax has a Vengeance counter. Definitely don't forget that. So now he's attacking for 2. Hope is attacking for 2. Gamora is attacking for 2. So we could kill Black Tom immediately just between the 3 of us. And that seems, oh, we can't take damage while Creeping, okay, good. Good, glad I read that. So we have to kill Creeping Willow first, that's fine. So let's focus on that then. We'll go from there. So first thing is we'll attack Creeping Willow. We are dealing 2 damage, so that is defeated. And we get to draw a card for Dweethite Mastery, which is a Hard Knocks. Interesting. Interesting indeed, because we could potentially just discard Mantis as a resource and then still assemble her into play. So if we say attack Black Tom for 2 with Gamora, and then finish him off with a Hard Knocks, and we get a Tough. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, let's do that. So Gamora is attacking Black Tom for 2, and we're gonna flip cards until we get an event, which is a deflection. You know, there is a lot of events in here, so I don't know how often I'm gonna find a Digging Deep with that ability, just because it stops when you get an event. Now with the deflection, you just discard a big chunk of cards. So hopefully this will still work. I'm gonna try to hold on to that for the villain phase. We'll see. But so there's that. And then yeah, if we use these 3, though I'm still not going to be able to assemble the team because I'm only going to have 1 thwart. But that's fine. I'll have a Tough. Now I could do Fight Me Coward. Ready and draw. He's going to attack me for 3 plus a boost. So potentially 6 damage. And get my second Vengeance counter, which would get Hope up to 3 attack, which doesn't really change the math. Oh boy, what do I want to do here? I definitely want to get Mantis. I want to decide if I want to thwart that or not. Well, here's what I'll do. Let's do the Hard Knocks thing first. Yeah, we'll get Mantis when we get her. It'll happen soon. We'll go ahead and use, yeah, we'll play Hard Knocks. 4 damage, takes out Black Tom, and we get a Tough. Yes, this is the proper order of things. Now we'll play Fight Me Coward, ready your hero and draw a card into Brother Voodoo. And the villain's going to attack me for 3, 4, 5, 6. My goodness, I'm really glad I did it that way. Comes off the Tough, and I get my second Vengeance counter. Cool. And so now I can attack again, or I could thwart. Drax and Hope could thwart. That would get me Mantis. And then Brother Voodoo could play the Booster Boots. I hold on to deflection. No, I'm afraid I'm going to draw another one, because there are still 2 more in there, I think. But I think that seems fine. Getting Mantis out would be really good. So let's do that. I know we're giving up a 3 attack from Drax and a card draw, but I just really want to get Mantis out now, so we'll do that. So thwart, this goes away. This comes out with an assembly counter on it. Remove 1. Each player must search your deck and discard power for an ally. Printed cost of 3. We're just going to do that immediately, so I'm not going to bother with the counter. We're going to bring out Mantis. who is immediately going to exhaust and take a damage to heal us for 3. Cool, cool. And yeah, let's do the Brother Voodoo for the booster boots thing. Just take 1 less damage. And I'm going to hold on to the deflection, and then I won't have to defend. This is just going to prevent a pile of damage. And we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to try it. Never played this card. We still have 1 more use of Gamora. There's no point in chump blocking, really. So we're holding on to deflection, drawing a payback, nice. Limitless stamina, nice. And a knife leap. Okay, this is a... Oh, but I have to spend 2 of the cards to pay for deflection, don't I? What's that gonna be? Because whatever I keep... Well, it's definitely payback gonna be one of them. I don't care that much about the damage. If I keep Limitless stamina, I'll still be able to play a card, because I'm going to get to draw a card when I attack. So yeah, it'll probably be Knife Leap and Payback, though. Knife Leap is a pile of damage. Well, we'll cross that bridge here in a second. This goes up to 3. Juggernaut is attacking. I'm not going to do anything about it. And then we have the deflection, and if it's more than 5, Booster Boots could do a 6th. So we'll do it. We'll do that. So he's attacking for 3. 4, 5. Oh, happy to see that gone. So it's 5 damage. So now we're going to play deflection. We'll take any amount of damage, prevent up to 5, discard cards equal to the amount. So we're going to be discarding 5 cards. And so payback's definitely one of the resources. Let's see, if we do a Knife Leap, we're going to be attacking. We're going to be getting our 3rd Vengeance counter here. Actually, let me get a big old 3. Looks cooler. So we're attacking for a Knife Leap is 9 damage. We don't want to hang around on Juggernaut too much. And then we're going to draw a card, and we won't be able to do anything with it. If we don't have the Knife Leap, we'll be able to attack for 4. Whatever card we draw, we can use the Limitless Stamina, ready up, and attack again for another 4, and still end up with a card that we can't play. So it's kind of the same either way. But if we do get a resource or 2 with the deflection for the Digging Deeps, then maybe we can play the cards that we draw. You know what? I am going to keep the Limitless Stamina. I think that is more valuable. Hopefully he doesn't get a tough and make me regret my life choices. Okay, so we're discarding 5 cards. This is the Limitless Stamina in my hand. Discarding 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say that did not work out at all. Oh, goodness, did I just lose some good cards. That's unfortunate. This could have just as easily been 3 Digging Deeps, but instead it was my Knife, my Endurance, and my Night Nurse. Oy. Well, you never know. So, prevented all the damage, though. That's nice. Got our 3rd counter. And nothing else fancy happens. We're going to start drawing cards soon. We're just not there yet. And now we just have our encounter card. Oh, and then we get the bad card immediately. Surge. When defeated, attach mouse to the non-static ally with the highest cost, which would currently be Gamora, and then it becomes just a minion I have to kill. Okay, but it's only if I defeat it, and so I don't necessarily have to bother. Oh, I have Retaliate. It's just going to happen. Oh, I have Retaliate. Speaking of that. Oh, shoot. That's going to steal my Mantis, I think. Surges into, and there's Captive Hope. What is happening? Hope Summers cannot ready, and when revealed, Exhauster. Wow, that just cost us 4 attack. And now we have 3 more threat to remove. Oh my goodness, this is not good. Man, I spent my whole hand. And now look where I am. Okay, well. To be clear, I'm not blaming Daniel for anything. That 5 cards could have been awesome. It's just how it turned out. No blame whatsoever. So, Drax, oh my goodness. What are we going to do? So, Hope's out. We're about to lose Manus because when Malice attacks me, my Retaliate's just going to knock her out. So then she's going to steal my highest person, which I'm going to use Gamora, so it won't be her. Oh my goodness. So 16 health is what Juggernaut has. I can't remove the helmet. Just trying to figure out my options here. Like, I could attack for a decent amount of damage. I'm not sure that that helps me when I have all this threat to remove. And I think I've already seen one of my intimidations. Yeah. So I've got one more. That's going to help remove some of this threat. But I really, really would like to get Hope back. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, I don't know. I could have Manus and Gamora just thwart that away. And I don't heal. I'm at 12 health, apparently. That seems good. So yeah, I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to start out with Gamora thwarting for 1. And flip until we find an event. An intimidation would be cool. Hey. Thank you. So that is the end of Gamora. That was cool. And Mantis is just going to thwart away this scheme. We don't want that accelerating on us. And that doesn't get us Hope back this turn, but at least she can ready now. And now Drax isn't going to bother to attack Malice because it's going to happen anyway. So Drax is going to attack for 4, bringing Juggernaut down to 12. And we're going to draw a card. Getting, oh, there's Digging Deep. Shoot, don't want to be drawing those. And so now what we can do is we can ready and attack again and then use whatever we draw to probably play Intimidation just to get the main scheme back down to 0. That seems good. So we'll ready and just attack for 4 more. Down to 8. And this time we draw parry. Oh, I'd love to hold on to that. But yeah, let's go ahead and remove all the threat from the main scheme. We don't want that going off. Would have been cool, I guess. Yeah, if you could just not have any allies, I guess would be ideal. If we could have killed Manus off and then Malice wouldn't be able to steal her. I mean, she's only going to be attacking us for 1, but it's just unfortunate. So I think that's it. Ready, ready, ready. Let's see what we get. We get another deflection. Dare I? Drax's other knife. There's the second Digging Deep and Armored Vest. So I'm not sure what my defense strategy is here. I'm at 12. I'm defending for 3. And if I don't play deflection, if I defend instead, I can get the vest and probably the other knife down easily enough. I won't get to attack though. Yeah, I won't get to attack, so I'll have, I won't be getting any card draw. Malice and Manus are both going to get killed with my Retaliate. Just trying to sort of see how this is all going to play out. If I were to play deflection and not defend, then probably keep the second Retaliate. And then at least I would be able to attack and get a resource. Can prevent one, or yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what we did, right? We built into the deck this strategy. Maybe we'll find the other Digging Deep. There's one left, sure. So that's 1. Juggernaut's attacking for 3. I'm just gonna take it. 3, 4, you are stunned. Dang it. So that's 4 damage. Well, at least we're not exhausted then. I'm glad I didn't defend now. At least this way I'll be able to clear my stun. So I'm taking 4 damage. Now, what's the order here? Because I do get to draw a card after the villain attack. Oh, so that's after damage. Okay. So we're gonna pay for another deflection, prevent 4 damage. 1, 2. Hey, we got 1. 3, 4. Okay. So we prevent all the damage, and then we draw a card. So that's what's still in our hand. And now Malice attacks us. We take 1. And when defeated, attach Malice to the, so she dies from the Retaliate. And then she is going to get attached to the non-psionic ally with the highest cost. Attached ally engages its controller, so now Manus is a minion. Treat attached ally as a possessed minion with a blank text box. Attached minion scheme is equal to its thwart and doesn't take consequential damage. Okay. So now it's a minion. It only has 1 health left. It attacks me for 1. Down to 10. And everybody dies. Boo. Boo. I did not like what just happened there. I still have an encounter card, which is going to be building momentum. Yet more threat to try to remove. Your response: after you defend against an attack from Juggernaut, remove 1 threat from the scheme. Oh, that's cool. So I can kind of chip away at this just from defending. Though I keep saying I'm going to defend, and then I keep not doing it. So it's a double accelerate. That's really bad. Really, 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 really bad. So I can't attack. Could get my knife down. Ugh. I could thwart for 1 and just play this. And then if I do get defeated, which I don't, want to do normally with Drax, I like to keep my vengeance counters, but it's a nice insurance policy, and at least I'm using my resources. Yeah, I think I'll just play this. Now, do I want to thwart for 1? Oh, I have Hope back. I have Hope back. Hello. Hope is attacking. She's not stunned. She's attacking for 4 or can thwart for 1. I really like Drax to clear his stun. But I really, really, really want building momentum to go away. I could defend and get rid of 1. So if we thwarted for 2, this would only last the 1 turn. But I gotta go deal with something else. I'll be back. All right, I am back, but it has been a few days since I was playing. I left the game set up, but I just haven't been able to get back to it till now. I have looped back around to another 5 a.m. recording time, so of course I need to speak a little bit more quietly again. But we need to get this Juggernaut game done. I've had a lot of time to think about how I wanted to handle this next move. I felt like I was really stuck in a tough spot, and I've decided I need to start being more aggressive of watching back playing this game. And really trying to play Drax in a very conservative, very controlling manner, and that's really playing against his style now. Part of that is because I just really want to win these games, so I'm being very cautious and trying to manage threat so I can clear those player side schemes. But I do want to start pushing forward, so building momentum, the threat will come away from this naturally just by defending, which I probably will defend this attack, which will remove 1. But we are going to have Hope attack Juggernaut for 4. One of the cool things about this, having Hope Summers next to Drax, she's going to have such a high attack value, and I want to make better use of that. And Drax is going to clear his stun. We just want to get rid of that. And then hopefully we can just remove building momentum next turn with an ally or something, but I don't want to be thwarting for 1 when I could be attacking for 4, so that is going to do it for this turn. I only have 5 cards left in my deck, so we're probably going to deck out and get an extra encounter card by the time we're done with this villain phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, I guess we know what the last card is. Sorry about that. So we have drawn Knife Leap, Jocasta, Daredevil, and Indomitable. Oh, seeing what that last card was, it sure would have been nice if it had made it into this hand. Oh, well. Oh, it's going to, because we're going to draw a card. I just said that. My goodness. Okay. Cool. So then this is going up by 3, which, not great. So this is up to 4 of 7, and we really don't want that to pop. But we do have 2 Stubborn to Die on the table, so if we do have to take an extra attack and it knocks us out, we have to start over the vengeance counters, but at least we'll still be in the game. All right, so Juggernaut wants to attack for 3 plus a boost. I wanted to defend to remove some threat, but if I defend, I won't be able to make use of my Knife Leap, and I really don't want to waste it. He's only at 4, so Hope could knock him out, and the Knife Leap could take a big chunk out of his next health total. So I think we're just going to play a little riskier here. So he's attacking for 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, he gets the massive boost. Seems to have quite a few of those. So we're down to 4. And we do draw a card for our special ability. So we do add that strength to our hand. Then now we have to reshuffle, which means we're going to get an extra encounter card. Seeing I did forget to use the booster boots, so it would have discarded that strength, and then I would have reshuffled. So in this case, I'm kind of okay with not preventing that damage. So we're at 4, and we have 2 encounter cards to resolve. Well, what's it gonna be? Ground pound. The players as a group take indirect damage equal to Juggernaut's attack, so that is 3. Well, Hope doesn't generally take damage, so might be a little very risky. I'm going to put 2 on her and 1 on Drax because we are getting low. Oh, actually, here I could use the booster boots to prevent that, and I will. So I'll take 1 less. So we'll just put the 2 on Hope and then take 1, and we'll be discarding the electrostatic armor off the top of our deck. Not too big of a deal there. Oh, nope. Cheat. That doesn't work. That only works from attacks. So never mind. I will just put that card back. And Drax is down to 3. Boy, I really feel like I wish I could have played a practice game or something. Already missing things left and right. Okay, let's try to focus. Here we go. Second card is Creeping Willow. Gosh, I hate these things so much. Guard and Quick Strike. After attacks damages a character, stun that character. So he does want to come in and attack us. Just gonna stun us yet again. Oh man. So if we defend, then we can't attack to do Knife Leap, but I'm gonna be stunned, so I can't attack anyway. And since I just put 2 damage on Hope, I can't block with her. So man, oh man, did that really not work out at all. Now, oh, yes. It works out super well that I wasn't able to use the booster boots for the last thing, because I can use them for this. That will prevent this damage. And since it doesn't damage a character, it doesn't stun that character. And then now we do end up losing the electrostatic armor. Okay, that was a very roundabout way to get here. But I think we're here now, and I think that all worked out correctly. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Booster Boots. So glad I forgot to use you and then tried to use you incorrectly, and then ultimately used you where you were needed the most. Fantastic. Now, that guard still does kind of interfere with our plans, because we were just gonna have Hope hit Juggernaut for 4 and then flip him and attack him. Now we have this 3 health guard, so if I use a Knife Leap, attack for 9, that'd be 3 here. That's still a little more to Juggernaut than we really needed to. So it's a bit of a waste. Hope could knock him out, and then Drax could knock him out without the Knife Leap, and then maybe, I don't know if I can hold on to it. If I play Daredevil, and then Jocasta could play Indomitable and hold on to the Knife Leap for next turn, I just really don't want to waste it. Or we could get rid of the helmet with these 3, I suppose, or these 3. And then just play Daredevil for some thwarting. Also, Creeping Willow should have a retaliate damage. Now, if I do attack, I'm going to get to draw a card, so I should factor that in as well. I guess I've mostly decided I wasn't going to worry about the helmet anymore, just because resources, you know, the first turn wasn't so bad. We had 6 cards, but now it feels a little bit costlier. There's not a good target for Jocasta in the discard pile, so I'm not worried about her. Yeah, let's think about, let's just have Drax knock out Creeping Willow, so we can draw a card and see what's next, because Hope can always knock out Juggernaut if we want her to. And I think we're going to try hold on to the Knife Leap for next turn. I just want to get the most out of it that I can. So, yeah. So he's gone.
We draw into deflection. Okay, not really what I was looking for, though. That is gonna save our bacon since we're down to 3. So now I'm holding on to 2 cards. I don't really love that. All right, I am really struggling to figure out what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use the strength to play Daredevil. I'm just gonna thwart this for 2. We cannot allow this to happen. We just have to be, I know I said I wanna be more aggressive, but I also don't wanna immediately lose. So we're just gonna get rid of this. We're just gonna get rid of this. We're not gonna flip Juggernaut yet. And then we're gonna use the deflection to get Indomitable on the table so that we can defend. And then I'm gonna hold both of these because I know that seems crazy, but I really, really hate to waste this damage because I feel like I need to just kill Juggernaut first chance I get. And then I'm really hoping I draw a good defense event, like a parry. And then Jocasta is just so good, I hate to waste her. And then hopefully I'll have the resources to play both next turn. I know, it's probably not great, but I'm just really struggling to come up with something to do here. So then that is gonna be it. Also, Daredevil takes 2 damage when he thwarts. But yeah, this is tough. There's a lot, I keep getting stunned, which is just, or the threat of being stunned is incredibly annoying. And okay, well, here we go. I'm holding on to these 2. Ugh, I feel dirty doing that, but I really want the cards. Get another knife leap. Oh, of course I do. Oh, of course I do. And okay, so I didn't get any defense because I was only drawing 2 cards because I'm stupid. Okay, well, let's see if I have any hope of winning this game. So Juggernaut is attacking for 3 plus a boost. I have a ready, so we're definitely going to defend. And so he's attacking for 3, 4, and he gets a tough. That it's not great. Okay, so we defended for 3. We take 1 damage. Oh, we have retaliate, kills the tough. That's so nice. We get to draw a card for Drax's ability. And so we took no damage. Booster boots, darn it. Okay, so I would have used the booster boots to prevent the damage, which would have discarded this card. And then after the attack, we would have drawn this card. Sorry, folks. Okay, now we just have 1 encounter card. Here we go. Ground pound, players group to indirect damage. Dang it. So we're taking 3 damage again. I'm at 2. Also, I would have discarded this to ready before I did that anyway. Damage. There's, I don't have anything. No. Well, this is gonna knock us out because there's nothing I can do. I have 2 health. So we get knocked out, but when Drax would be defeated, it says to this hit point dial to 4, change into alter ego form, and remove this card from the game. So this gets removed from the game. We go to 4 health, but when we flip over, we turn all our vengeance counters into 2 health each. So we actually go to 10, which is nice, but we have no vengeance counters. And it's back to me. Well, these knife leaps are suddenly much less interesting. So after having days and days and days to think about this, I feel like I just made all the wrong choices and we're in a really, really bad spot. Well, since all I can really do is ready and my stats are now terrible, we might as well recover. Just go back to full. Kind of start this game over with a few more cards in play, I suppose. And then we're gonna flip back up, and I still don't have a good target in my discard pile for Jocasta, unfortunately. So we're just gonna try to remove a little bit of threat. Well, if I attack, I can draw a card. So let's ready with a limitless stamina, and then attack for 1. Bring him down to 3. Draw a card. Yes, give me all my limitless staminas when my attack is 1. This is really going well. Daredevil is going to thwart for 2. Keep that down a little bit. Well, let's just ready and attack again to try to draw another card that will hopefully be useful. Get him down to 2. Drawing a Fight Me Coward. Well, we are at full health. So let's go ahead and play that to ready. Draw into a Genius. Now Juggernaut is attacking for 3. Kind of tempted to block since another attack isn't really going to do much here. Yeah, I'm just going to defend. Really just did that for the vengeance counter. So he's attacking for 3, 4, 5. We're defending for 3. So we just take 2 damage down to 12. He takes retaliate down to 1. So we're going to knock him out in the villain phase, or we could knock him out now. I can't remember what happens when we flip him. He just gets another momentum counter. Okay, so that's not that bad. He doesn't even get a tough. Oh, that's surprising. So let's go ahead and have Hope thwart for 1. We'll just use our retaliate to knock him out, I suppose. And then we'll just play Jocasta for future thwarting. It's really sad I don't have anything to put on her, but that's what I have in my hand and resources, so that's what we're gonna do. Alternatively, I could ready one more time, flip him now, and then, you know what, let's just do that. I don't know how useful Jocasta is going to be. I take it back. We're going to ready one more time, attack one more time. We'll knock him out, down to 0. He goes to stage 2 with 21 health, and he gets another momentum counter, so now he's attacking for 5 with 21 health. Okay, and then I drew a card, which was my knife. Cool, so we'll play that. And I have a vengeance counter from that Fight Me Coward. All right, so Hope's attacking for 3, Drax is attacking for 3. Well, they're about to be attacking for 4. But man, all my readies are in the discard pile now. I don't know, this isn't looking great. This was an interesting strategy to try. And I think it could work. I think we haven't gotten super lucky with the deflections, adding a bunch of extra cards to our hand, which was the fun hope. We're gonna draw Hard Knocks, Night Nurse, oh, that's nice. Drew a Digging Deep, and Energy, so we have no defense. Okay. So the main is going to 3. But yeah, if this doesn't, if we do end up losing, it's fine. We're just going to, I have a different idea for another deck to try. So let's see, I'm at 12, he's now attacking for 5. I feel like I should defend. I don't have a way to ready, but I'm also still building up my vengeance counter, so I'm not as worried about attacking right now. So we're gonna defend. Defending for 3, attacking for 5, 6, 7. So we take 4 damage. I use a booster boost to prevent 1, losing a payback. So we take 3 damage total, down to 9. We get a vengeance counter, and we draw into endurance. Nice. And now our encounter card is flatten. Choose either take damage equal to Juggernaut's attack or place one momentum counter on him. So that would be 5 damage. So I guess we're just going to take the 1 extra future damage instead. So we don't have a good target for Hard Knight. Well, it'll still do 4 damage to Juggernaut, won't it? So that's cool. Let's get the Night Nurse down. Oh, yeah, we definitely want to play the Night Nurse. And we'll just go ahead and use her immediately to heal for 1 up to 10. I would like to just, oh, do I have a, you know what? Let's pay for that differently. Let's use the hard knocks to pay for the night nurse. And then we can use these 3 to remove the helmet, to get rid of all those momentum counters, slow them down a little bit. Man, I sure do really want endurance. I'm getting sick of holding on to cards. I don't feel like it's serving me very well. But it's just too good, so I guess I'm holding on to it. Hope is going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, bringing Juggernaut down to 17. We'll just get the damage where we can. All right. That is a very quick turn. So we're going to hold on to endurance because 3 health is just too good to pass up. Drawing Indomitable. Come on, give me a parry. Armored Vest and a Fight Me Coward. Okay, okay. This goes to 4. Juggernaut is now only attacking for 3 plus a boost. Oh, and he takes extra damage from Hope. Let us not forget that, because when the helmet is exposed, he takes additional damage from cards with mental resources, which Hope has. So that's nice. 3 plus a boost. I have no way to defend. I do have a way to ready if I don't mind taking an extra attack. And I'm going to be able to get 3 health back. So, or if I just take the hit, we could really do a lot of damage. And he's at 16. Yeah, we're just going to take this one. So it's for 3. Dang it, there's so many 3 boosts. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess you just can't. He just hits that hard. He does take a retaliate. And we get back to our 3 vengeance counters. That didn't take long. And we just have our card. Please be something easy. Creeping Willow. Again, it works out. I forgot to use the booster boots. Stupid things. Cannot remember them. Oh hey! Oh hey! Oh hey! We are the champions. We are the champions. It was all worth it. Digging deep. It comes into our hand. That was cool. That was cool. That was fun. That felt good. Okay. Now we have his Creeping Will to deal with. It does have a damage thanks to Retaliate. So we're now attacking for 5. Such a shame. We have this guard in front of us. Go ahead and just use Drax to kill it, because what else can we do? Drawing into a parry. Well, that's cool. That's cool, because we can use Fight Me Coward and then parry the damage. That is really, 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 really good. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll play Fight Me Coward, ready your hero, draw a card. Drawing into my other knife, more retaliate, and now Juggernaut is attacking. We're just gonna take it. It's for 3-0. So we get to draw another card, which is parry, which we'll just play. That will prevent all the damage, because it prevents damage equal to twice my attack. So my attack is 5, so the damage is 10. So now that we're ready, we have some more cards. We can attack for 5, and a Juggernaut would have taken another retaliate. So he's down to 14, and now he's down to 9. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Drawing a deflection. It really stinks. All my limitless staminas were gone. Now is when you want to be drawing them and just attack, attack, attack. So we're setting up for a very nice defense and then finish him off next turn, hopefully, because Hope can attack for 5 more. Down to 4. And then let's just get some of the stuff on the table and survive the turn. So we're going to use a Digging Deep to get endurance. Raise our health by 3 more, up to 7, by 6, 7. We will use, I think we're just going to try to hold on to the parry. Yeah. We'll use deflection to get the other knife, just to get retaliate 2, which is cool. And let's see, we're at 7, so we're probably, oh, we're gonna hold on to the parry, so we don't need to worry about defending probably, but in case he gets an extra attack, I feel like he hasn't double attacked me once. He hasn't. There's still a couple assaults and a gang up in there. So let's play really cautiously here. We're going to hold on to the parry, and we're going to get Indomitable down so we can exhaust to defend and still be okay. We'll use the Night Nurse to heal for 1. We're going to hold on to this, and then we'll just save the booster boots in case another Creeping Willow comes out. So I think we're good. I think we've got this. Definitely was not my best game ever. Really struggle with some choices and probably didn't always make the best ones. But if we're gonna win, then I guess it works out. So holding on to parry, getting Gamora, deflection, and payback. Oh yeah. That's game right there. All right, this goes to 5. Juggernaut is attacking for 3. We're just gonna let it happen. So 3, 4, deal 1 damage to an ally you control. That kills hope. Is there anything I can do? When you would take any amount of damage, deflection when an identity would take any amount of damage. That doesn't, no, that one, you can't prevent that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. When you would take, everything just prevents, and I have nothing to prevent damage to hope. Well, we lose after all that. I had him down to 4. I was literally going to kill him with the payback right after he was done attacking us. Parry to prevent all the damage. Was going to be the beautiful Drax 1-2 combo. And instead, Juggernaut comes around the corner and just flicks Hope's head off. And there we go. So that was game 1 against Juggernaut. I cannot believe we just lost it like that. Okay, well now I know that's there. I didn't know that was there. Definitely probably shouldn't put Hope at 2 damage. Good to know for the future. So, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. It was a good practice game against Juggernaut. I think I had some fun moments. Had quite a surprising ending. But I'm just going to set it up and play it again. I think I have a different deck in mind that I want to try. I'm just enjoying building all these completely different Drax protection decks. And we're going to try to be a little bit more aggressive next time, I think, and we'll see how that works out for us. So thank you so much for joining me, and hope to see you next time we get up in game. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.